Children, I hope you have gone through my previous videos and done all the work that was assigned to you. Let us now proceed further. Today we will be studying the chapter Organic Compounds Containing Nitrogen. Now in this first we have to study aliphatic amines. Amines are regarded as derivatives of ammonia. So in ammonia, you know the formula is NH3. You remove one hydrogen or two hydrogen or all three hydrogen, and if in its place you put a alkyl group or aryl group, then it becomes amine. Like you can see over here, when from NH3 you have removed one hydrogen, put an alkyl group, it becomes RNH2. Then you take out another hydrogen, it becomes R2NH, and one more hydrogen, it becomes R3NH. So amines are found in proteins, vitamins, hormones, etc., and they are used in extensively used in making of drugs for malaria, like quinine, ephedrine, which is used for increasing the blood pressure, Novacin, which is used as anesthetic in dysentery, codeine, which is a painkiller, Benadryl, which is antihistamine, etc. Now if you look at the structure of amines, they have a trigonal pyramidal shape, and the bond angles are very close to 109 degree, 109.5 degree, but for trimethylamine the bond angle is 108 degrees. So the structure resembles that of ammonia. So this is the structure of amines. Now next we will classification of amine. They are classified as primary, secondary and tertiary depending upon number of hydrogen atoms which have been substituted by alkyl or aryl group. Like if only one has been substituted, that is 1 degree or primary. If two has been substituted, it is 2 degree or secondary. And if all three hydrogens from ammonia have been substituted, it is called 3 degree or tertiary. They are also classified as aliphatic and aromatic amines depending on whether if an alkyl group is there, it will be aliphatic. If aryl group is there, then it will be aromatic amine. Next we come to nomenclature. In common system, the aliphatic amines are named by prefixing alkyl group to amine, like alkyl amine. But in secondary, tertiary amines, when two or more groups are same, prefix di or tri is used before the name of alkyl group. And in IUPAC system, the amines are named as alkanamines. So in aryl amines like C6H5NH2, common name is aniline, but in IUPAC system it is called as benzanamine. Okay, so there are examples are given here, few of the common amines like C2H5NH2. Common name is ethyl amine because you have a ethyl group as alkyl group, but the IUPAC name is ethanamine. So in this way you have to just see the alkyl group, add Na to it, and then so like CH3 CH NH2 CH3, it is called as common name is isopropyl amine or 2-aminopropane, but the IUPAC name is propane 2-amine. Okay, now in this way you can go through the various examples and see the nomenclature of amine. Let's take another example, CH3 CH2 CH2. This is propyl group when it is attached to NH and C2H5. That means on one side of nitrogen there is a propyl group and on another side there is ethyl group. So in commonly we will call it as ethyl propyl amine, but IUPAC name becomes N, that is capital N for nitrogen, N ethyl propanamine. मतलब the chain having large number of carbon atoms, that is considered as the amine. So propanamine, 3 carbon, and C2H5 is considered as a side chain and they are attached to nitrogen, so it is N-ethyl propanamine. Okay, so this is how the nomenclature is done. Now we move on to preparation of amines. Preparation is done by various methods. First method is reduction of nitro compounds. So RNO2, when it is reduced with hydrogen, it in presence of nickel, platinum or palladium at room temperature, it gives you RNH2 plus H2O. And similarly RNO2 plus 6H, that is when the catalyst is tin or HCl or iron and HCl. In that case, it will again give you RNH2 plus 2H2O. Next method of preparation is by ammonolysis of alkyl halide. Now the process of cleavage of CX bond of ammonia is known as Hofmann's ammonolysis, and it is carried out in sealed tube at 373 Kelvin. Now in this reaction, alkyl halides undergo nucleophilic substitution reaction. See, the reaction is Rx plus NH3 at 373 degree will give you R NH3 plus X minus. Okay, this is an addition product. Now this R NH3 plus X minus will further react with NH3 and it will give you RNH2 plus NH4X. So this is how primary amines are formed. Primary amine acts as a nucleophile and further reacts with alkyl halides to form secondary, tertiary and finally quaternary ammonium salts. Like RNH2 will react with Rx and it will give you, because R is already there and it is reacting with Rx, so then you will get R2NH. Then again it will react with RH and you will get R3N, and finally again once again if it reacts with Rx you will get R4N plus X minus. So in this way quaternary ammonium salts also are formed. Order of reactivity of halides is alkyl iodide is having the greatest reactivity, most reactive, then alkyl bromide, and the least is alkyl chloride. But there are some problems, like this method gives mixture of amines which is very difficult to separate, and it is not suitable for preparation of aryl amines because aryl halides are less reactive than alkyl halides towards nucleophilic substitution reactions. So another method of preparation of amines is by reduction of nitriles and isonitriles. Now RCN, this is alkyl cyanide, is reduced in presence of hydrogen and nickel, then it gives you RCH2NH2. This is a primary amine. In presence of lithium aluminium hydride, see here, in presence of lithium aluminium hydride, this gives you again RCH2NH2. So here instead of 2H2 you will take 4H ions, and similarly in presence of sodium in mercury and ethyl alcohol you will again get RCH2NH2, that is primary amine. Alkyl isocyanide, isocyanide becomes RNC, cyanide is RCN and isocyanide is RNC. So methyl isocyanide is also reduced in presence of lithium aluminium hydride, ether or Raney nickel to give you RNHCH3. This is secondary amine, 2 degree amine, because nitrogen is in between R and CH3. So this is called as N-methyl alkyl amine, that is a secondary amine. Next method of preparation of amines is by reduction of amides. Now RCONH2, this is an amide. This is reduced in presence of lithium aluminium hydride, ether and water to give you RCH2NH2, that is a primary amine. Next is Hofmann bromamide degradation reaction. The primary amines can be prepared from amides by heating with bromine in aqueous or ethanolic solution of NaOH. The amines which are formed, they contain one carbon less than the parent amide. See here, RCONH2 plus Br2 plus 4KOH on heating will give you RNH2. Now see here, it was RCO. So R plus C was here, but in the amine that is being formed, there is only RNH2 plus K2CO3 plus 2KBr plus 2H2O. So one carbon atom is less than the parent compound. Example we have given here, CH3CONH2. This is acetamide. When it reacts with bromine in plus 4KOH and heating is done, you will get CH3NH2. CH3NH2 is methanamine and 2KBr plus K2CO3 plus 2H2O. Next method of synthesis is called Gabriel phthalimide synthesis. Now this method is used for preparing only primary amines. Aromatic amines such as aniline, toluidine, etc. cannot be prepared by this method. Now in this phthalimide is, this structure is phthalimide, that is benzene ring, and to it is attached C double bond O, C double bond O, NH. So this phthalimide reacts with alcoholic KOH in presence of water, and it gives you a compound potassium phthalimide. This H over here is replaced with K. So you get potassium phthalimide. Less everything is same. Then it reacts with alkyl halide RX, and instead of potassium comes the alkyl group. So it becomes N-alkyl phthalimide because alkyl group is attached to N. So it is known as N-alkyl phthalimide. This is further treated with NaOH and heated. You get RNH2, that is the primary amide, and with it you get this structure COONA, COONA with C6H5. So in this way, primary amides can be made from Gabriel phthalimide synthesis, but aromatic primary amines cannot be made by this. Only aliphatic primary amines can be made. Next method of preparation is from alcohols. This we have already done in the chapter of alcohols. Alcohol react with ammonia in presence of Al2O3 at 723 Kelvin to give you amide RNH2, that is primary amine, and then in presence of Al2O3 further they react with alcohol to give you secondary amine, and again if you treat them with alcohol in presence of Al2O3 you will get secondary amine. The mixture of primary, secondary and tertiary amine can be separated by fractional distillation. So this is how amines are prepared. Now we come to the physical properties of amines. Now aliphatic amines with less than 3 carbon atom are gases, and those with more carbon atoms they are liquids, and further higher carbon atoms containing amines they are solids. Amines, just like ammonia, you saw the structure, they are polar structured compounds, and both primary and secondary amines form intermolecular hydrogen bond, and because of this they have a high boiling point than those of alkanes but lower than those of alcohols of comparable weight. Tertiary amines cannot form hydrogen bonds, but they form hydrogen bonds with molecule of water or other solvent. So they boil at lower temperature than 1 degree and 2 degree amines, that is primary and secondary amines of comparable molecular weight. Now if we come to the chemical properties mein first is the nucleophilic behavior of amines is due to presence of unshared electron pair. The amines show basic character. Now if you see why they are weak bases, relatively weak bases, although they are stronger than water, but very much weaker compared to OH minus ions or RO minus ions and R minus ions. So they react with acids to form salts. Now if you see the basic strength of aliphatic amines and ammonia, aliphatic amines are stronger bases than ammonia, and basic strength of amine in aqueous solution is determined by inductive effects, steric factor and solvation of ions. So like if you look at the methyl amines, you will find that secondary amine, basicity of secondary amine is more than primary, which is more than secondary, and which is more than ammonia. This is due to small alkyl group, as there is no steric hindrance to hydrogen bond. But if the alkyl group is, this was for methyl groups, but if the alkyl group is bigger than the methyl group, CH3 group, then there will be steric hindrance to hydrogen bond, and the order of basic strength will be secondary amines will be the most basic, then tertiary, then primary, and then ammonia. See here, when the alkyl group was small, most basic was secondary, then primary, then tertiary, and then ammonia. But when alkyl group is bigger, then because of steric hindrance, most basic is secondary, then tertiary, then primary, and then ammonia. Okay, and in gas phase where the solvent effect is missing, the trend will be tertiary is the most basic, then secondary, then primary, and then ammonia. Alright. Our next chemical property is alkylation. It is the process of converting an amine into its quaternary ammonium salt on treatment with excess of alkyl halide. Okay, so RNH2, primary amine, this I told you earlier also, will react with alkyl halide to give you one hydrogen will be replaced, you will get R2NH. Again it will react with alkyl halide to give you R3N, and then again further react with alkyl halide to give you R4Ni. So in case one of the alkyl group is other than methyl, the quaternary ammonium hydroxide gives tertiary amine. Okay, and water on heating. So like see over here, CH3 Ni, this is formed over here, R4Ni. This will react with moist Ag2O to give you CH3 NOH. I will be replaced by OH, which on heating will give you CH3 N plus CH3 OH. Okay. Now similarly there is another example. See, CH3 N C2H5OH. This at 400 Kelvin will give you CH3 N. This will separate See here the reaction is here. CH3, 3 molecules of CH3 and C2H5. CH3 whole thrice N C2H5OH. So when on at 400 degree Kelvin, these will separate. CH3N will form one compound and CH2 will be formed. This from C2H5 you will get CH2 and this will give you water plus H2O. This is known as Hofmann's elimination reaction. This reaction is known as Hofmann's elimination reaction. Next property is acylation. Now in acylation, aliphatic primary and secondary amines react with acid chloride, anhydride and esters by nucleophilic substitution reaction. Now see, first reaction, RNH2 plus RCOCl. This is acid chloride. So in this case you get N-alkyl alkanamide here plus HCl. You are getting RNH C double bond O R dash plus HCl. H from the first one and Cl from the second one from acid chloride will be removed and the remaining will combine to form N-alkyl alkanamide. Similarly, when secondary amine RNHR plus RCOCl reacts with acid chloride, then again you get RNR C double bond O R dash plus HCl. This will be, because there are two alkyl groups here, so it will become N dialkyl alkanamide. First one, there was only one alkyl group in the first one, so it was N alkyl alkanamide. In the second one, there are two alkyl groups, so and both are attached to nitrogen, so it will be N dialkyl alkanamide. Another case, see, RNH2 plus R dash COOR. This is acid anhydride. When the amine reacts with acid anhydride, you will get RNHCOR dash plus RCOOH, N-alkyl alkanamide plus carboxylic acid. Alright. Now if the same amine on reaction with benzoyl chloride, instead of acid chloride you are treating it to benzoyl chloride, formula is C6H5COCl, will give you N-ethyl benzanamide, C2H5NH CO C6H5 plus HCl. So here C2H5 has been added to C6H5CO. Okay, C2H5NH is added over here to C6H5CO and HCl has been removed. So you get N-ethyl benzonamide, and this reaction, because it is added to the benzoyl group, it is known as benzoylation. Instead of acylation, we call it benzoylation. Next is carbyl amine reaction. This is also known as isocyanide test. Aliphatic and aromatic amines on warming with chloroform and alcoholic solution of KOH form isocyanide or carbylamine, which has a very unpleasant or foul smell. See, primary amine RNH2 plus CHCl3, this is chloroform. In presence of alcoholic KOH, 3-KOH on heating will give you RNC. This is alkyl isocyanide plus 3KCl plus 3H2O. Okay, example you can see C2H5NH2 plus CHCl3 plus 3KOH gives you C2H5NC. This is ethyl isocyanide plus 3KCl plus 3H2O. So this reaction, because isocyanides are being formed, it is known as carbylamine reaction, and isocyanides, they are very poisonous, harmful gases. Okay, so that's why they have a unpleasant or foul smell. Next is reaction with nitrous acid. Nitrous acid is prepared in situ from cold and dilute HCl or H2SO4 with NaNO2. Now in this, see the first reaction over here. Primary amine plus HNO2 in presence of NaNO2 plus HCl gives you ROH plus N2 plus HCl. Okay, so it will give you alcohol, RNOH, ROH. Okay, then R2NH in presence of HNO2 will react with HNO2 in presence of NaNO2 and HCl, and it gives you R2N double bond O plus H2O. This is N-nitroso dialkyl amine. Okay, and tertiary amines, R3N plus HNO2 gives you R3NHNO2, that is nitrite salt, which on warming gives you R2N N double bond O nitrosoamine and ROH. Alright, so these are the chemical properties. Next we have to study about the distinction between primary, secondary and tertiary amines. In this, the first is Hinsberg's test. In this test, amine mixture is treated with benzene sulfonyl chloride, formula is C6H5SO2Cl. This is also known as Hinsberg's reagent, and then the solution is made alkaline with aqueous KOH and some ether is also added. So in case of primary amine, it gives N-alkyl benzene sulfonamide, which forms a water soluble salt with KOH. See, C6H5SO2Cl plus RNH2, this is primary amine. It will give you C6H5SO2 NRH plus HCl, that is N-alkyl benzene sulfonamide. Now this N-alkyl benzene sulfonamide will react with KOH. So it will give you C6H5SO2N minus R K plus H2O. So this is a soluble salt, water soluble salt. It has N minus and K plus. This clear solution on acidification, if this soluble salt, which is clear solution, which if it is acidified, treated with HCl, it will give an insoluble N-alkyl benzene sulfonamide. So this C6H5SO2NRK plus HCl gives you C6H5SO2NHR plus KCl. This C6H5SO2NHR, that is N-alkyl benzene sulfonamide, is insoluble in HCl. So this is the reaction with primary amines. If you treat it with secondary amine, C6H5SO2Cl plus RRNH. This is secondary amine. Again, from this HCl will be removed and you will get C6H5SO2NRR. So this is called as N-dialkyl benzene sulfonamide. This N-dialkyl benzene sulfonamide, it is insoluble in KOH. And with tertiary amines, C6H5SO2Cl plus tertiary amine is R3N, you will find there is no reaction at all because it is insoluble in KOH. Further, if you treat it with HCl, you will get R3N HCl. So there is a positive sign on N and negative sign on Cl. So this is called as trialkyl ammonium chloride. Why? Because it is insoluble in KOH but it is soluble in HCl. So with HCl it forms R3N plus HCl minus, trialkyl ammonium chloride. So this is how you will distinguish between primary, secondary and tertiary amine by Hinsberg test, in which you are treating it with benzene sulfonyl chloride. Okay, for primary benzene, you'll find that it is soluble in KOH and it gives you N-alkyl benzene sulfonamide. Secondary benzene gives insoluble NN-dialkyl benzene sulfonamide, and tertiary benzene does not react at all. Okay, so the remaining we will do in our next video.